Hi, I'm Phil Kaufman, and today I'm going to show you how to record, edit, and share a video using the CIS Video Studio. Now, the studio makes it easy to record your screen as well as a camera, giving a professional look to your material. You can also record only the camera if no screen capture is needed, or you could pull back the curtain and use the built-in green screen to have your content behind you as you present. In this video, we're only going to cover that first recording method, but if you're interested in those other recording methods, check the links in the table of contents. Let's get into it. When you arrive in the studio, you're going to want to turn on the light switch and note that all of the lights and equipment in the studio will turn on. Then you're going to want to locate the guidance on the far side of the studio. Today we're going to look at the basic recording guide here on the left, and we'll begin with step 1, which is log in and copy presentation materials to the PC. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you have content on a USB drive, there's a port right here on the desk. I'm going to just open my U drive and copy a presentation over here. All right, now we're on to step 2, which is launch Panopto and log in. Now that we've logged into Panopto, there's a quick note on the guidance that says this. By default, the camera and the left screen are recorded, which is best if using PowerPoint. So the camera, you can see right here, right behind our teleprompter glass is that high definition camera. A little monitor here showing kind of what that sees. So that's recorded. And then this screen on the left, which is where our presentation is going to be, which allows that teleprompter screen to be used for notes, which is really handy. The last thing to note here is that anything here on this screen is also going to be on that teleprompter screen. And so really you just have 3 monitors, and you can drag windows right across these just like this. Yet anytime it's on the middle, you're just going to see it on both screens here. Now under step 2, there's 2 quick pro tips. The first one says this: to record only the camera, uncheck all boxes under secondary sources. If you just want to do a talking head with no screens, that's the option for you. Pro tip number 2 says to record the center screen and not the left screen, uncheck capture third screen, and then check capture main screen. This is best if showing websites, documents, or PDFs. If you think you're going to be bringing in other windows, we found that it's just easier to record that center screen. Just follow pro tip number 2 if that's you. All right, now it's on to step 3, which is press out or in to adjust presenter size. Because over here on the left, we've got some camera controls that allow you to zoom the camera in or out. And you can see as I zoom in, I can zoom in real slow. That should be good enough for now. Now, step number 4 says press pan tilt to set eyes even with arrows on the sides of the TV. Okay, so over here I've got now this camera pan tilt button here. So you can see that I can actually move this camera around as well. On this TV right here, you're going to see there's a couple of white arrows. And the guidance says to make it so your eyes are even with those arrows. So if I stand in there, I want to just stand where I'm going to be presenting. So I want to move this camera over just a little bit. Maybe I'll zoom in just a touch. And maybe move the camera up because I want my eyes even with those white arrows on that TV right in front of me. Maybe I'll come up just a hair. So that looks pretty good. All right, great. We framed our shot, and now it's on to step 5, which is if using PowerPoint, start the slideshow. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this slideshow. All right, so there's a note under step 5 which says adjust presenter view layout as needed. So right here, just simply by pressing and holding, I can resize my main content frame, or I could look at my next slide. So go ahead and do that however is convenient for you. And then it's on to step 6, which says press F8 to start recording, press F9 to pause and resume recording, and then press F10 to stop. So when I'm ready to record, I am going to look right at that red light, which lets me know where the camera is and helps my audience to feel like I'm looking right at them. I'm also going to grab my wireless clicker here that's also just in the studio. I'm going to smile and then press F8. All right, so I've got a little recording light that comes up, and then I can just start my presentation. All right, today we're going to look at 4 quick tips for the video studio, so let's dive right in. The first one, don't forget the pen. So if I want to use the pen, I can just click the pen tool, then click pen, and then I can just start drawing, right? Don't forget the pen. Step 2, or number 2 would be look up. Sometimes when you use the pen a lot, we found that presenters can look down. It's best if you can use the teleprompter, use the screen in front of you, so stay looking up. All right, then number 3, don't stop believing. Nope, don't stop believing, but don't stop recording. Right, the idea here, there's actually a pro tip. Number 3, it says, if you make a mistake, don't stop recording. Right, just be silent, start again, then edit out the mistake afterwards in the Panopto web editor. It's super easy. and it is. So we'll show you how to edit that out in just a moment. So that's an important pro tip. Okay, now we're back. Number 4 is help is always available. So just remember that when you think about booking the studio. Excellent. That's all I have. Thank you for watching this recording, right? So now when I'm done, just like the guidance says, we'll press F10. So press F10 to stop. And then Panopto immediately says recording complete. And so now here we move on to step 7, which says in Panopto, enter the session name and then click done. So we're just going to call this Video Studio Demo. Go down here and click done. And what you're going to see here is we get a little upload progress bar that's already uploaded to the server. And then in just a moment, we're going to get a little status update here. We'll see that right there. Those links will be active in just a moment. But we can look actually at the guidance now. It says after the video uploads and processes, you'll receive an email with links to view, edit, and share. Those same links are right here in the Panopto app. We'll walk you through the sharing settings in just a minute. Before we do, I want to just view what we recorded, do a little basic editing, and then we'll go through permissions and wrap it up here. All right, so it looks like we're ready here. I'm just going to go ahead here and click view. So here's what we recorded. All right, so I've got a little recording light that comes up, and now I can start my presentation. All right, today I'm going to look at 4 quick tips for the Video Studio. Okay, and here they are. All right, let's say I want to do some basic editing. So to do that, I'm just going to click here up in the upper right, the edit icon to open the Panopto web editor. And once that loads, I've got my content area, I've got my video feed, I've got a table of contents, and then I've got the different video streams here. If I want to make an edit at the beginning, I can just click and drag here at the beginning, just like that. And if I want to make an edit in the middle, I can just click and drag a little piece out of the middle, just like that. And then if I want to make an edit at the end, I can just do that same thing right there. In addition, if I want to add a table of contents entry, I can just click where I want that entry to show up, and I'll just call this Remember. Hit enter, and now I've got a time-stamped table of contents entry. In addition, I could add a quiz right here, or I could add a YouTube video or a link. I'll put some extra links in the table of contents if you want to look at some additional features in the Panopto editor. Now, when I want to save those changes, I'm just going to click Apply. And that's going to take a moment and reprocess that. So at this point, we can move on to the sharing settings. And so to do that, I can just go up here to the sharing icon. And just like the guidance says, I can change the access here to your organization unlisted, anyone at your org who has the link. Once I've done that, I can just click copy link, and then I can paste that anywhere I'd like to share it. So at this point, now we're on to step 8, which is when done, just sign out of the PC and turn off the lights on your way out. If you'd like to look at additional videos for how to use the green screen or to use this space in a virtual meeting, check out the links in the table of contents. Thanks for watching.